10. Eurocopter EC-175. Designed by Eurocopter, which is now part of Airbus, the EC-175 was first revealed to the world at the Hilo Expo in Houston in 2008. Described as being a super medium helicopter, it's just under 60 feet long, including the rotors, and 17.5 feet high. It has two Pratt & Whitney turboshaft engines that provide 1,776 horsepower each, and this gives the EC-175 a cruising speed of 190 miles an hour and a range of up to 782 miles. With so much interior space, the $7.9 million vehicle can hold up to 16 passengers in comfort, which makes it ideal for corporate use, but it can be set up in a VIP configuration that has between 6 and 8 seats. It has large, wide sliding doors that make it a lot easier to get in and out of, and with no separation between the cabin and the cockpit, there's considerably more interior space that can be utilized. There's also a space beneath the cabin floor that can be used for storage and accessed from within, as well as a huge compartment that's reached from the outside, ensuring that you'll never be short of space for your luggage and will be prepared for wherever you go. Number 9. AgustaWestland AW119 Koala. Normally, you'll see the AgustaWestland AW119 Koala being used by law enforcement agencies around the world, and has a unique selling point that while there's room on board for 8 passengers, it's only a single engine design, so it doesn't cost as much to operate. It's just over 42 feet long and 12 feet tall, and has a cruising speed of 152 miles an hour with a maximum range of 593 miles. Of course, the reduced engine power means it can't carry as much weight as comparative-sized dual-engine choppers, but when it's set up in a VIP configuration, this doesn't matter. For this use, it's usually fitted with premium leather interior and is known for having one of the largest cabins for any vehicle in its class. Despite the first versions being delivered to clients in the year 2000, the company has continued to develop the design, and the Koala now features the latest technology in flight assistance so that the ride is smooth and gentle. Conveniently, it can be adapted for wherever it's flying, and so can be fitted with active noise cancellation headsets, loudspeakers, soundproofing, and even landing skis, so it makes for the ideal way to travel to a winter resort in style. We are constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on and hit the like button. Number 8. Bell 505 Jet Ranger X. Owners have to carefully consider what they want to be using their private helicopter for before deciding on which design is best for them. And while you may instinctively go for the largest and most spacious of designs, this isn't always practical. Landing sites for the billionaires of the world don't always accommodate big helicopters, and particularly if you're flying to your private yacht, you'll need something more compact. This doesn't mean it can't be top of the range though, and arguably the best chopper with this functionality in mind is the Bell 5050 Jet Ranger X. It's 42.5 feet long, just under 11 feet high, and has a single Safran Arias 2R turboshaft engine, which produces 505 horsepower. This gives a maximum speed of 144 miles an hour and a range of 383 miles, meaning no matter where your yacht is moored, you'll be able to reach it. It has a fully integrated glass flight deck with the latest in design avionics suite that makes it fun and easy to fly, and the cabin has a flat floor to it, which means that there's plenty of space to store luggage. There's room for 4 passengers to travel in style, and with prices starting at $1 million, it's far more affordable than other options too. Number 7. Leonardo AW169. The $8.5 million Leonardo AW169 was first introduced in 2015 and has since become a highly popular choice for corporate and private travel. At 48 feet long and 15 feet high, it has 2 Pratt & Whitney turboshaft engines that produce 1,000 horsepower each. The 4.8-ton helicopter therefore has a cruising speed of around 190 miles an hour and a range of 510 miles. Described as a medium-sized twin-engine helicopter, the AW169 also has a new system of dampeners to reduce vibrations from the rotor blades, and was the first design in its category that comes fitted with electronically actuated landing gears. You'd normally expect a helicopter of this size to require 2 pilots, but with systems designed to help avoid terrain and traffic, in certain conditions it can be certified to be flown by just 1. The VIP layout of this chopper has space for 6 or 7 passengers and is designed by Macaire Aviation Group. It includes a patented noise and vibration reduction system called Silence, a bespoke in-flight entertainment system, and fittings throughout that ensure you know you're in the lap of luxury. With extra features to enhance the economy during flight and the stability of the ride, flying in an AW169 in this configuration is even more comfortable than doing the same journey in a private jet. Number 6. Airbus H135. The Airbus H135, which is also known as the Eurocopter EC135, is a twin-engine light helicopter that was first introduced by the company in 1996. It has a wide range of uses, from law enforcement to rescue operations and medical evacuations, but by far the most luxurious versions are the VIP configurations. At 33 feet long and 11.5 feet tall, the H-135 has a cruising speed of 158 miles an hour and a range of 395 miles. It's by no means suited to long journeys, but for short flights there's nothing better. But for those who want more than the base $4.2 million chopper can offer, there's always the option of spending a further $2 million for a significant upgrade. In collaboration with the House of Hermes, a world-renowned design studio, a limited edition version has also been made available. Apparently, this involved making more than 150 design changes to both the interior and exterior, which has resulted in the creation of an incredibly comfortable and luxurious ride that looks the part both inside and out. Initially, Eurocopter only produced 4 of these variants, most of which are now owned by fleets and can be hired, but with costs starting at tens of thousands of dollars for a few hours, it's definitely a luxury that few can justify to afford. Number 5. AgustaWestland AW101. First flown in 1987, but offered for sale more than 10 years later in 1999, the AW101 is a medium-lift helicopter that's often known as the Merlin. It's mainly used in militaries and rescue fleets around the world, but around 15% of those currently in use are variants called the AW101 VIP, which are targeted at extremely wealthy individuals or heads of state. Requiring a crew of 3 to 4 people to operate, the AW101 is 64 feet long, 22 feet tall, and weighs more than 15 tons. It's powered by 3 Rolls-Royce turboshaft engines, which each produce 2,100 horsepower, and this allows the chopper to reach a cruising speed of 173 miles an hour over a maximum range of 518 miles. Packed full of defensive countermeasures, along with one of the most stable and reliable rides, the AW101 can be customized depending on however a client needs, and is one of the safest ways to travel. They're used for VIP transport in countries around the world, including India, Saudi Arabia, and Japan, and were even in the running for becoming the new presidential transport in the US before funding for the development of one was canceled as a result of them being extremely expensive to buy and operate. Number 4. Bell 525 Relentless. Developed by Bell Textron in the US, the Bell 525 Relentless helicopter is a medium-lift chopper that can carry up to 20 passengers. It was initially pitched to militaries as a troop transport vehicle, but is also expected to become popular for corporate and private journeys because of its power and easy customization. While the design has undergone preliminary trials, it still has some way to go before being certified for civilian use, so isn't available to customers quite yet. When it's on the market, though, it's expected that it will cost around $15 million. With a cruising speed of 178 miles an hour and a range of up to 644 miles, it's built with composites and metal and will be the first commercial helicopter that uses fly-by-wire flight controls. It'll still need 2 pilots to fly, and Bell hasn't yet announced any collaborative partners in the development of a VIP version, but this is seen as an inevitability. Even in the standard configuration, it's set to be one of the most comfortable copters out there. Since it's able to carry several tons of cargo, it's the ideal candidate to be upgraded for luxurious purposes. Whether for carrying an executive team to a company day or for personal journeys between states without the need for a runway, the 525 Relentless is bound to become a common sight in the skies. Number 3. Sikorsky S-92 VIP. First introduced in 2004, Sikorsky describes the S-92 as a twin-engine medium-lift aircraft. Powered by 2 General Electric turboshaft engines, it's able to reach a cruising speed of 174 miles an hour with a range of 620 miles. They're used for a wide range of applications, including a special variant that's under development to become the new Marine One, but it's the VIP configurations that are truly special. Even from the outside, this is a noticeable and impressive aircraft, and the room available inside allows for the cabin to be split into 2 private quarters. The fuselage is purposefully longer than other models within the same class, and this adds further room inside, as well as the ability to incorporate a large sliding door, which is perfect for passengers who aren't as familiar with boarding helicopters. The base cost for an S-92 is in the region of $17 million, but this can easily double in price depending on the customizations that are chosen. S-92s have been refitted with gold and crystal interiors, luxurious seating, noise insulation, and shock absorbers to negate any vibrations from the rotor blades. It's as close to a perfectly stable cabin as you can expect from a helicopter, and is therefore one of the most comfortable and relaxing ones you could ever fly in. Number 2. Eurocopter EC-155. First introduced in 1999, the Eurocopter EC-155 is a multi-use aircraft that's specifically targeted at the civilian market. With twin engines and the ability to carry up to 13 passengers along with the 2 crew, it's extremely comfortable in its base design. But the VIP versions take this to a whole different level. It's just under 47 feet long and 14 feet tall, and has a cruising speed of around 190 miles an hour, with a range of 530 miles. The company redesigned the cabin after basing the helicopter on previous iterations, and this change increased the interior space by 30%, as well as increasing the storage capacity by 130%. Fitted with an anti-icing system so it can fly in cold climates, and an all-glass cockpit with an integrated flight control system, it takes very little work to fly the EC-155 safely, and it's guaranteed to give a smooth and stable ride. The corporate and VIP configuration removes a number of the seats and sees the interior cabin become more like a VIP lounge. Working space is provided with a communication suite to keep you in contact with the ground. There are wooden and leather accents and luxurious reclining chairs. Also featuring anti-vibration technologies and soundproofing insulation, there are very few offices as peaceful and private as this, let alone ones which can transport you to different locations at the same time. Number 1. AgustaWestland AW109 Grand Versace VIP. The AgustaWestland AW109 is a twin-engine 8-seat helicopter that was introduced by the company in 1976. Despite its age, it's proven to be very popular, and several upgrades in the intervening years means that the technology on board is as advanced as any other design. At 37 feet long and 11.5 feet tall, it has 2 Pratt & Whitney engines that give it a cruising speed of 177 miles an hour and a range of 579 miles. The AW109 has proven to be a workhorse, with plenty of interior space for military and rescue missions, but the features that make it ideal for these uses also mean it's perfect for turning into a VIP vehicle. Instead of doing this themselves, the company decided to go as extra as possible and worked with Versace to design the interiors. Featuring a black and white interior and paint scheme, it's undoubtedly the coolest way to fly by helicopter. By using only the most luxurious materials and expert craftsmanship, there's a perfect blend of technology, comfort, and elegance. The interior feels crisp and clean and keeps passengers in unparalleled comfort no matter what's going on outside. The exterior too is emblazoned with Versace's design aesthetic and is bound to stand out on the helipad, even if it's surrounded by larger aircraft. What's more, it's relatively affordable with a price tag of $6.3 million, and the only reason why there aren't more of these flying around Monaco and other playgrounds of the rich and wealthy is that AgustaWestland has limited the number of vehicles like this that they produce, so they retain an element of exclusivity. Watch our Vehicles playlist for more top 15 videos about amazing vehicles. Sit back, relax, and binge watch all of our best vehicle videos.